I thought I mastered Greek. Turns out I was writing like a 13-year-old girl. Back in high school, I had a pen pal from Greece named Eleni, and I genuinely thought she had the coolest handwriting I had ever seen. Every letter looked elegant. Smooth curves, dramatic loops, tiny flourishes at the ends of words, like she was writing ancient poetry instead of complaining about homework. At first, we wrote in English, but eventually she started teaching me Greek. A few words became sentences. Sentences became entire letters. And after a while, we were writing almost completely in Greek. Now here's the important part. I copied everything exactly the way she wrote it. Every curve, every swirl, every little decorative tail. Because obviously I assumed that's just how Greek handwriting worked. And honestly, I got really good at it. By senior year, I could write pages of Greek quickly and smoothly while most people around me couldn't even recognize the alphabet. So when I got to college and took classical Greek, I felt weirdly confident, like suspiciously confident. Everyone else in class wrote Greek like they were carving symbols into stone with their bare hands. Meanwhile, my handwriting looked clean, stylish, and fast. For once in my life, I felt academically superior. I'd turn in assignments thinking, yeah, the professor definitely notices my advanced handwriting. And apparently, he did notice it. After my third assignment, he stopped me after class. Now this professor looked permanently exhausted, like life itself had become paperwork to him. So when he called my name, I immediately thought I'd messed something up. He holds my paper up, staring at it with the weirdest expression. Not angry, not confused, more like he was desperately trying not to laugh. Then he asked, "Where exactly did you learn to write Greek?" And proudly, I told him about my Greek pen pal from high school. The second I finished speaking, this man closed his eyes like a detective finally solving the case. Then he pointed at one of my letters and said, "You know that phase middle school girls go through where they decorate every letter?" I just stared at him. He continued, "The hearts over the eyes, the giant loops, the unnecessary swirls." Then he taps my homework again. "These flourishes you keep adding? Yeah, those are not actually part of the Greek alphabet." I swear my soul physically exited my body. Apparently for years, I had been writing Greek in the equivalent of glittery notebook handwriting. Every elegant detail I copied from my pen pal, just decorative doodles from her middle school phase, not formal Greek, not proper handwriting, just teenage aesthetic choices, and suddenly everything made sense. The confused looks from classmates, the weird pauses when people borrowed my notes, the fact that my handwriting looked less like ancient philosophy and more like a Disney princess writing in her secret diary. My professor finally started laughing. And honestly, once the embarrassment faded, I started laughing too. Because imagine spending years feeling intellectually